Welcome to my review of the Darkrock Pro 3 from Be Quiet.
The Jazz Mini phone and tablet stand from Cooler Master is now available in a variety of cool colors from these great retailers. Click now to learn more.
Funny, right? Just when you thought I was going to stop making jokes about Be Quiet's company name. Ha! Anyway, the Darkrock Pro 3 is their highest-end CPU cooler and part of their no compromises line of products over at Be Quiet. That means maximum performance and minimum noise. You can tell that's what they were going for because it says each of these things almost half a dozen times in the introductory paragraph on the product's page. So we'll start with the accessories. Inside the box, you'll find the massive dual heat pipe tower itself, a dual tower heat pipe cooler, a wide variety of solidly built metal mounting bits and pieces, a manual backplate, some thermal compound, and a couple of very thoughtfully designed fan clips in case the tube of Be Quiet's renowned Silent Wings PWM 130mm fans that are included with it, with anti-vibration mounts and all that, in case those aren't enough for you and you really want to add a third one. Now on to the good part. The Darkrock Pro 3 is one of the sexiest dual tower heat pipe coolers I have ever encountered. It's not small, and mounting high-profile RAM in slots that it overhangs is not going to happen, but as dark as this product is, we couldn't expect it to be small, right? The wonderfully shiny base has 7 heat pipes soldered into it that run up the entire height of the towers, and on our way up we find a staggered fin design with fairly wide spacing for optimal performance with lower RPM fans. That's good for silence. The fins themselves are aluminum with dots on the surface for slightly increased turbulence and surface area, and to cap it all off, we find a gorgeous brushed aluminum finished top piece. Noctua, as much as I love them, could stand to learn a thing or two about how to make a great looking cooler from Be Quiet. But it's not all about looks, so it's time for me to hand off to Luke to cover mounting and performance analysis. He truly is a mounting expert, and his performance ain't bad either.
I think it would be fair to say that the installation process of the Darkrock 3 was horrific. It took me quite a while to essentially give up and get Linus to come and help me. This has only happened one other time, and it was for the exact same reason. I can't fit my giant fingers under the cooler to screw it in, and it doesn't have any really good way to actually do that. They do supply you with a wrench, this terrible little tiny miniature wrench, which has to be used either improperly at an angle like this, or properly but impossibly at an angle like this, which is not great. If they had a wrench that was bigger, that would help in terms of overall length, or if it had some sort of angle partway through so that you could use it like this, but the actual wrench bit at the end was going flat along with the motherboard, that would have been fantastic. They have neither of these options. Furthermore, as many of you know, our standardized cooling procedure is to strap on Noctua fans onto every single cooler that we use to try and standardize everything as much as we can. That was not possible with this cooler due to the fact of how the arms are made and how the fans are made, because the mounting points for the fans are actually midway on the frame instead of on each possible end of the frame. So the wire thing that you use to strap the fan onto the cooler is not as long and it can't reach on a Noctua fan. I probably could have gotten the 120mm fan to work, but not the larger fan. So I decided, why go halfway and just use Be Quiet fans on both original mounting points like they had it from the beginning. For our load test, we have a 6870 reference running Combustor just to kind of heat up the ambience inside the case. Also, our 4820K is running at 1.3 volts at 4.0 gigahertz in our load test while it's running Prime 95 to also heat up the cooler, and that is our load test. For idle, we're running the least amount of programs possible. And normally this is a very standardized test, but because we don't have the Noctua fans in it, it is going to be different than the other results on this sheet. So it has the most amount of inaccuracy on this sheet. That being said, it did lose out to most things that are on the sheet, but as Linus has probably talked to you about earlier, it is quite a bit more inexpensive compared to the other ones. So what do you guys think? Personally, the mounting difficulties are a little bit too much for me, considering I would have to have someone help me install this in my own computer, which is a little frustrating personally. But again, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, tell me on the forum, like, dislike, favorite, subscribe, follow, share, distribute, comment. I don't know. If you dislike the ads on the forum, be sure to become a contributor. That gets rid of all the ads. And if you're out of shirts completely because you're completely shirtless, buy a shirt in the description below. They'll deliver it to you, so you don't have to go to the store shirtless to buy one. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.